Am I on? Am I on? Just in case Am still wants to sponsor me. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Turtle Talk, Project Piper Customs. We're back at it like a bad habit. On my own currently at the moment. Don't know where the boys are, but I'm sure they'll pop in very soon. But just wanted to get on here and keep you company before we get into it. How are we all doing? Hope you're all right. Had a good weekend. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you wouldn't mind giving me a little sub and hit that like button, please. It all helps the algorithm find this stuff, helps it share it out. And you know the rest. You know the rest indeed. Have a swig. Oh, how are we doing? How are we doing? Oh, so I'm keep hitting that like button. I really appreciate it. But yeah, lots to get through. Lots to get through today. As you saw the thumbnail. Yeah, the accessory packs have indeed touched down in the UK. Okay. So when was it? Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, one of the two, Wednesday or Thursday. The UK was united in celebration as we finally got the accessory packs in the hizzy. All right. So, but it weren't without its drama. All right. So we all got excited. You know, people were busting them open, showing them off, you know, on their Instagrams, their Facebooks, you know the drill. But then, yeah, we're going to get into the rest of the drama very soon. But here it is. Lovely. As you can see, beautiful accessory pack. You probably already have it if you're in America or any other part of the world. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you are. But yeah, so we finally got this. You stay put, you. Okay. And yeah, let me have a little peek. Little tease, little taste. Pop it over here. And here she is in all she's glory. All right. So all looks all right. No QC issues that I can see anyway. I haven't actually busted her wide open yet. Configuration, how you doing, mate? You all right? How you getting on? Have you got your accessory pack yet, or are you still waiting? Let me know. Let me know. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful set. And we are going to be busting this open a bit later, trying on the heads, having a look at the old bits and bobs. Can't wait. Okay. So let me just set this down over here. Still waiting. Shipping. It hasn't even shipped yet. Bloody hell. Sorry, mate. Hopefully it's pretty soon. I mean, I don't know what their scheduling is like. No one's waiting in the back yet. But yeah, so I don't know if this is the first wave to hit the UK or if they're going to be doing them in batches. No idea. No idea whatsoever. Oh, swig of beer for a Saturday. That's the stuff. That is the stuff. Okay. Maverick, howdy Ben. Hope all is well, buddy. It is. I want to try something. No. Let me. I was hoping this would actually let me highlight your chat, but it won't. But yeah, all right with me, mate. All okay with me. Yeah, just waiting on the boys. Tom's on his way. Tom is on his way. Just having a look in the back. No one's there yet. But yeah, also we have some movie reboot news. You know, a couple of things to go by. Data received, shipment in Shanzuk. That's the last update. Yeah, that was for us. It didn't update properly until like a couple of days beforehand. But yeah, and hopefully you won't have the same, or anyone who else in Turkey that's ordered it as well won't have the same drama that we have had in the UK. But yeah, so if you could hit that like button, guys, I really appreciate it. So yeah, well, hopefully very soon, mate. Hopefully very soon. Obviously, if we're getting them, then other international orders should be getting them too. So don't have to wait too long, buddy. You might have to put up with us showing them off on camera, though. Let me have a look here. No, I think Tom and Pietro are probably powdering their noses, doing their makeup, doing their hair. Loco Lou, how you doing, buddy? You all right? But yes, obviously we've got a little bit of movie news from Seth Rogen, this whole animated reboot thing. No idea if anyone's actually looking forward to it, anyone's interested. What is up? All good, mate, all good. Just waiting for the boys to roll in so we can get into the nitty-gritty meat and potatoes of the stream. And of course, we will be having a look at some other bits and bobs that, you know, came out during the week. But then, of course, we will be getting knee deep into this bad boy. Okay, I hope so, Ben. I pray to God every night before I go to sleep. I'm sure there's bigger things in the world to worry about, you know. Kevin Turner, hope so. But yeah, hopefully it is all right. Hopefully it's okay. But there is some little bits to go by. Seth Rogen did put out a little statement regarding it, and he also dropped a release date and a little sort of teaser scribble. You may have seen it on Twitter if you follow him, but we're going to be going over that and giving our thoughts. Hope the new film will be good. Don't we all? Because we all know what Hollywood's currently doing at the moment, and especially Rogan. He's gone a bit mental. Jay's Toys Collection UK, everything got my Tmnt cartoon diorama yesterday, no import fees, so happy with that. Yeah, that is a beauty. One thing I will give them with the shipping is with this RR Downey thing that they shove it on first and then it goes to Herms with us, and Herms is always a red flag for us in the UK, you know. But luckily everything I ever received from them whenever I bought from their NECA store has arrived touch wood, ladies, with no harm, no foul, and all that jazz. Okay, let me have a look. Looking back, no one there yet. Chopping up with you guys until we get here. Maverick 5 UK, don't mean to run salt in the wound Tmnt configuration, but I did get my accessory set through and it is glorious. It'll be worth the wait. That's everything to me after they broke my girlfriend. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. It means you busted up with your missus. Apologies, dude. Apologies, I hate that shit. Hopefully you'll be all right. Hopefully we can make you feel a little bit better. Right, we have Sir Thomas of Greenwood. There's a handsome devil.
Hello.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Sorry, I completely lost track of time.
How dare you completely forget we're streaming tonight? Let me just crank you up because I can barely hear you.
Oh, how are we doing?
All right, let me just say something. I'm trying to test my volume.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's a bit low on my end, but I think that might be the mic. I might have turned it up. I don't know if I'm getting louder or if you are.
You sound fine to me.
I think it is this. I'm still getting used to this new Blue Yeti microphone. There's a volume dial on the front, and if I turn it, I think it's me cranking my own volume, or if I'm turning you guys up. So yeah. No word on Pietro yet, but yeah, just getting started, showing off the glorious goodies that come with this accessory set.
Finally.
I know. Tell me about it. What is the old Chatty White saying? Ooh, 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 ooh. It's been 1 year. I'm okay now. Good. Yeah, after a year, if you were still feeling down, I would have been like, bro, there are such things as strip clubs. Hey, Tom, nice work on the Bumblebee build, mate. There you go, getting props for your Bumblebee build. That's hard to say really fast. Good old Maverick in UK. Treat women like hot toys. As soon as they go up in price, let it go and get something new. Oh, I need a soundboard. Not bad advice, though. Not bad advice. Sounds good day, sexy Ben. No problem. Behave yourself. All right. Need to buy me a drink for that kind of talk. Okay. I'll take that as that. There you go. All right. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to get into it very soon. Let's see if Pietro's going to. I don't know what he's doing. Having a wank, probably. I don't know.
Something good.
How you been, though, buddy? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah.
Feeling better this week compared to last week, anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. But you took it like a man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no complaints. And, doesn't matter if we forgot to ask how you were doing or anything. Nothing to do with that at all. You don't need us asking you how are you feeling today, Tom? Every day.
Look at that. 20,637 steps.
Not bad. There you go. Get some blood pumping through you. When was that all today?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Hold my beer from Lucky Lou. I will, mate. I will. Thing is, if I hold it for too long, it becomes mine.
Mine's a non-alcoholic anyway.
I was going to ask what you're sucking down.
Non-alcoholic piston head.
Oh, God. Roast him in the chat, fellas. He's not drinking on a Saturday.
I don't never drink anymore. It's all non-alcoholic nowadays.
Really? Okay. Fair enough. Going to clean route. So I'm considering getting the premium for my Bumblebee from 30 to go with my Tmnt figures. The premium Bumblebee.
Oh, the 3A premium.
Oh, what? Like, oh, I see. Yeah, the gotcha. Oh, yeah. Okay.
They do the 15-inch one, isn't it? It's the premium one.
Oh, my. 15 inches.
15 solid inches.
What has the stream become already? Shame on you. I'm sorry. Okay. Hopefully there's no religious folk in the chat. Keep hitting that like button, guys, if you can. That'll really help push us out there, because I hopefully want to get as many eyes on this as possible, because NECA are aware of the situation that we've going to bring up shortly. I presented all the evidence to them. I've spoken to Blaine, and hopefully they can start doing something. All we can do is just make people aware of what's going on. I'm hoping, because it really involves Pietro too, that he comes in soon. If not, I might just have to speak for him, and hopefully he can elaborate when he does join, because I don't want to leave it too long. But yeah, let me come back to it here. But there's lots. Come on. There we go. Showing you 30, sorry, 14 inches. Ah, well, see, that whole inch makes, that's it. I'm not, that's it. No, deal breaker. With die casts.
I'll stick with my little 3.5-inch one.
It's not how the size, mate. It's how you use it. All right.
Exactly.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for sharing. Like a. Oh, excellent. Wait a second, mate.
I don't think I'd be able to get any lights in it.
Just the one, but it'll probably illuminate the entire thing. But if you're unaware, Mr. Tom's Dioramas has a new YouTube channel himself, exploring more of Gundam builds and model kit building. So if you're into that, link is in the description under his following of user handles to follow, and it'll be the last one on that list.
You would?
Yeah, he's
Up
doing
to
great
my
stuff.
12 subscribers.
It's growing, mate. It's growing. The videos are getting views as well. So the more subs you get, the more views, the more you'll get put on the algorithm, gets your videos put out there, more eyes on it. And definitely sharing it around. Are you a member of a few Gundam groups yourself?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 probably. But it's a strange little community.
Oh, we love them. They're the best.
They're amazing. It's just hard to get your foot in the door because there's so many established people there, if you know what I mean. Yeah, for sure. I know it's an up and comer, but I mean they're kind of the best people to pull sort of advice from. But I don't know. It depends on how many of those people actually have YouTube channels. Do you know what I mean? So this is it. I mean, I'm not doing it to get rich and famous. I'm just doing it because I'm building them anyway. I may as well film it. No, exactly, mate. It's a bit of fun, and like I say, editing and putting them up. There's another art form right there. I love it. Yeah, it's great. Especially when you edit all and then delete it before you post. Fantastic. It is a bit. Not gonna lie, I do feel for you on that. My heart sank for you when you told me that. Maverick 5UK, think that Hulkbuster you showed off last week, it's about $250. Are you interested in that price? I did have a look at Kapow, has them on UK. That's about 2,499 as well. I think it might be 239, 2,499. I've asked. Put it up, I think, but I'm sure it's like 260 there. Yeah, they are more expensive, and I asked Nick if he'll be getting them in. He said he's got the info for them and asked if I wanted to get one. So I'm assuming he's going to be putting up a pre-order at some point. Not sure what their price will be, but even though it's going to land in the 250 range, it is a lot, but I know what the quality will be like, as I've got their Optimus and it's fantastic. And the fact that you can put the little fella in it, I know he doesn't come with the little fella, you've got to buy the little fella. That I'm still going to get it. It's just, if I'm never going to buying that for 250, and then I think the Iron Man's about 80. Still keeps it in the range of the SHF and Mafex versions of that Hulkbuster, which don't have the ability to put the little fella in, do they? I don't think. And they were around the 300-ish mark.
Yeah.
So it's basically, I was expecting it to come in between 250 and 300, and it came in at the bottom end of what I was expecting.
Yeah, yeah, which is good. Always good, especially when we've already sort of got it mentally prepared that it's going to be that, and it comes in at the nice end of it. So yeah, it's not out for another year apparently. So I'm good. I will be sticking in me deposit, I think, for sure. Only the head and chest and back light up. That's all you need. But I may get it just because it poses better than the Comic Cave one. Yeah, the posing one, it looks ridiculous. Redonkulous. That one gets a redonkulous. So yeah, that is definitely on the docket of being in my pre-order basket. For sure. We might as well cover some other bits and bobs that came out recently. What we just saw the images of, which I will bring up now, as Pietro was kind enough to show us. You probably want to beat it for it, but might as well cover some other bits and bobs.
But he had his chance.
He had his chance. Oh, he's actually here. Oh, sideways Pietro.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we are.
Late again.
Always.
How you doing, my man?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm all right. Actually, you know, I had a bit of a digestive problem yesterday. I'm just, I know you're just being polite, but one day I'm going to really just lay it all out there for the next person that asks me how I'm doing, just for fun. Oh dear, how's your day been?
All right. Yeah. Nothing special. Just yeah. Yourself? Everything okay?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, just chilled out today. Gonna do some. I'm off next week. Back on work from home. And yeah, so I've got doing the rest of the filming for part 5. Hopefully get that out next week. Finish up part 6 of the Beginner's Guide series. And then I can start on my next custom project. As I'm building that, I'll get part 7 and part 8 done. And that'll probably be it for the Beginner's Guide. And then the next thing will be hopefully the next custom cave will be that finished, hopefully, depends on how long it takes me. But yeah, mate, not too bad. All good. I thought I'd wait until you got here before we got into the drama. But I know this probably doesn't mean anything to anyone here. But obviously it is toy news, and we do like to just keep everyone in the know if Instagram hasn't already made it fully aware for everyone. Obviously, we have this new Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine Bad Guys pack, which is strange. They're putting it out as a pack, but fair enough. What I have found really curious and quite good is that they're actually saving some of the reveals and giving them to certain named people within the community to reveal them first for them. You know, I think I don't know if this one came from the Frouche, but the Frouche was given the honor of revealing something for Hasbro, and I think for someone else as well, which is cool. You know, they get the opportunity to say, "Look, here's what Hasbro have got coming next," and you know, that's cool. They're looking after the people, I guess that you know go balls deep. But yeah, so I'm not interested in anything in this set. I don't know if anyone else is in the chat. Don't let our opinion discourage you. It's just ours. We're not really big Marvel Legends collectors, especially not really in the comic book line. It's like what, the 17th Wolverine they've done.
I lost count.
Yeah. I can't remember. No, it's not this one that has the double jointed elbows, but there is one female coming out. We did look at it last week. I can't remember who it was, but it has double jointed elbows. I'm like, you're making it finally. This one just looks like Bucky Cat, or what was the other one? Not the Bucky Cat. Another popular buck they keep reusing, and obviously another Omega Red. Yeah, I don't know, but this is there. It's coming out. It's an Amazon exclusive, Amazon US exclusive. So jump on that if you're so inclined. And of course, Pietro, you threw this in today. If I can actually get my computer will allow me. No, it won't. So I'm going to speed through. There's Tom's little model. There we go. This is the Bumblebee that Tom's just finished up making. Oh, we'll get back to it in a minute. It just skipped on me.
Why are we?
Yes, we have in-hand look at the NECA, the Boys, Homelander, and I can move them out of the way. Starlight. Okay, so in-hand look at the Starlight. Now start with Starlight. Now, obviously accessories, very minimal because she doesn't really use anything. But she has 2 alternate arms. Not hands, but arms. Okay, they've got her gauntlets on, whereas these don't. So that's a new one. Better looking elbows, knee joints, sorry, than April O'Neil.
Not cool.
An alternate head with her doing a glowy eye trick. But this one looks okay. This one looks pretty all right. Not too, I'm not mad at this at all. Looks all right, looks all right, looks all right. Now, this, on the other hand, Jesus Christ, I don't know where to start with this guy. All right, so accessory-wise, comes with an extra set of fists and the laser eye gimmick. And these head sculpts, geez Louise. Now, if you're intending on getting these, probably not going to like my opinion or Pietro's opinion or Tom's opinion on this face paint. Now, we all sort of criticised Marty when he first came out, the 1985 Marty from Back to the Future, looking like he was just plastered with makeup. This just takes the biscuit. I don't even know what this face is meant to be. But yeah, so...
honestly, it looks to me like someone's made a sex doll of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, this lifeless... Oh, it's...
That doesn't even look anything like I can't even remember the actor's name.
Looking at any bells, is it? Let's face it.
No, not at all. Not at all. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's... What do you think, Pietro?
Yeah. Before I was like, I may buy it. Now I'm not sure anymore.
Yeah, I know. We need some proper promotion images, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they've gone straight from just showing us a look on, you know, the white hot look with all the bits, straight to inbox. But it looks like they are being found in stores right now. And then the only thing is I don't have a side-by-side here, but it looks like Starlight might be out of scale because from there, she's quite tall. If you look at the size of the box, okay, look at the clamshell and see her top to bottom. And then we look at Homelander, top to bottom. It almost looks like the exact same size as Homelander. And she was a small lady in the show. So I don't know what it is, man, but NECA just can't get the scaling right for some reason at the moment. So in a bad scaling period. I could be completely wrong. This is all just in-box pictures, but just from what I'm seeing, they just look out of scale for me personally. Oh, come out of that. Let's go back. So let me stop sharing.
Again.
Yeah. Let me just come here. Have a look at the old chat in a second. Need to pull something up that closed down on me. But yeah, so anything you guys picked up this week, apart from the one thing we all did, was there anything else that you guys were able to grab?
Oh, yes. Hold on.
Oh, well. Whilst we're doing that,
got him.
Oh, cool.
And him.
Sorry, mate. Wait. Oh, yes. Finally.
After the post office being absolute twats.
What did they do?
Fine. I missed the delivery on Saturday. Rebooked it in for Tuesday. Still hadn't come. So in the end, I went down there on Thursday night because it was open till 8 and it was just sat on a shelf in there.
Oh, God. Really?
So I have them now. I haven't opened them up yet, but I have them.
Oh, finally. I know I was going to ask, actually, you're going to keep them in box or you decided that yet?
Kind of tempted because they look so cool in the box and they're in one piece.
They're not going to break on you when they're in the box.
Exactly.
Yet.
But Ming looks so good. Like I kind of want to take him out and mess with that cape.
Yeah. But you do realise that if you keep him in box, you forfeit all your rights to take the piss out of mint in box collectors.
Exactly.
So you got to weigh up the good and the pros and cons.
What if I keep them in the box but cut the tape so they're no longer mint?
You can take away the M. You can pull them out, have a little look-see, play around, put them back, close them up.
Also, there's a little rip in the corner of the box anyway. I might as well just open them up.
Oh, fine. Yeah, there you go. It's all ruined now. It's ruined. Ruined. Unbelievable. All right, let me have a quick look, see what's going on in the old chit chatty wat. I appreciate everyone being in here. Right, let me have a look. It's way down below. Okay. Thomas Brook, I don't know why Hasbro made this 5-pack. I don't know what's going on, mate. They're hell bent on. Well, I can't even say they're hell bent on it now because they're doing other things. I mean, I can't honestly judge or decipher what mindset Hasbro in right now because they're just pumping out everything. We've got Villains Wave, MCU stuff coming out of the yin yang. You know, again, Spider-Man, Wolverine, X-Men. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. You know. But yeah, as in terms of Marvel Legends collecting, I'm picking up the odd bits here and there. What was the last thing I got? Where is it? Can't even find the bugger. What was that? Moira McTaggart was the last thing I got. I'm just picking up ones that look like civilians, like I'm getting that civilian Loki in the brown jacket just because I can use them as a civilian. Stuff like that. I'll pick up bits and bobs here of. I'm not interested in and apart from the Infinity Saga, just picking up a few bits from in that, mainly for custom cave projects. But yeah, I couldn't tell you, mate. I really like that Hasbro chose not only bigger YouTube channels to reveal the new figures, but also some smaller channels too. Give the little guys a chance. Yeah, for sure. I like what they're doing there. That's cool. Hats off to them in there. Those Defenders of the Earth figures look amazing. The sculpting on Ming is amazing. Crack them open, Tom. That's it. Peer pressure on now, buddy.
Ming definitely needs open. He looks so good.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the highlight for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. Is there any word on the other ones yet?
No, I mean they've got them on the back of the box. Like you can see.
Gotcha.
Lothar and Mandrake on there.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll get them this year.
They need to complete the set. I mean, I don't know what the sales are like. I don't know if they've been cleaned out.
Selling fairly well.
Yeah.
Like I think they've been selling more than enough to justify making the other two. Whether they'll do more afterwards, I don't know. But I'd like
to see, mate.
More.
Yeah. Okay, Lou, I picked up Mythic Legion Stone Troll 2.0, the NECA KO really Ready Player 1 Mecha Godzilla. Nice. Third party 1/6 scale Lady Deadpool and custom 1/6 Spider-Man Last Stand PS4 style. Oh, look at you flashing the cash. Nicely done, mate. Nicely done.
Busy week.
Yeah, for sure, mate. The only thing I picked up, really, what it came through finally is my Battle Damaged City Hunter. Now, with all the Predators I've owned, pretty much most of them in terms of movies, as you can see, I've got a whole little cube up there filled with them. That's just like this much of everything else. They're all boxed up. I've never ever owned this version. Never ever had a chance. That 2-pack was just way out of my price range. I got into the game of collecting a bit later, and that was just past it. But yeah, not bad. Glad to have it. We'll go on a display once I get a second cabinet there. And other than that, yeah, Last Ronin book.
Yeah,
I've got my reading copy, and I have my bagged and boarded copy. I haven't pre-ordered anything new this week, I don't think. And of course, the only thing that we all three of us got was the accessory pack. Now, segueing into this, we're going to get into it now, folks. Okay. Right. So yes, obviously, when was it? Was it Wednesday or Thursday we got them in?
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, yeah, Wednesday. So yes, all of us, well, majority, I don't know. I believe everyone did. A lot of people were telling me that they get in theirs. And so yeah, it looks like most were able to get theirs on, for UK anyway, on Wednesday. And yeah, you know, great to finally have them. Tom, you were so excited, weren't you? You were chomping at the bits, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really good for what it
the least excited of us all, but he still enjoys it.
Mainly because I don't do the photography as much now, you know.
It's a shame you got to get back into it and you put the model kits down. I mean, got to balance it out a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Pietro, I know you were double excited, mate, weren't you? Double excited. Couldn't
No.
wait. Rubbing your nipples, you're just, bouncing up and down. Yeah, couldn't wait. Gonna bite that mailman's hand off.
And then,
And yeah, so to tell us, Pietro, what happened with you?
so I ordered 2 sets for myself, and then my friend from Italy, because he doesn't trust Italian mail. He wanted me to buy for him and send it here, like everything else. So I use another address, and but yeah, I got mine. I got his, but instead of 2 each, we got 1 each. So we don't know where the other set.
So you got that one, and your order for you was the ×2, right?
Yes.
×2, and that was to well, it was obviously for one household, one address, because that was the max, obviously, wasn't it? 2 per household. So
Yeah.
And then of course with the other address, you could do the 1 for your friend. But so your friend's one turned up, but only you got 1 of your 2.
As well, got 1 instead of 2.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, 2 orders messed up.
Yeah, and and that it was like, oh man, I hope they sort it out, and I still hope they do. And thinking, okay, maybe it's just a one-off case. And you told this, you'd spoken to us first about it, and then later on in the day, let me just bring it on. Okay, so this is what we're thinking, okay, just something's gone on here. Maybe he's going to deliver it the next day. Who knows? All right.
Yeah.
And later on in the day, get back to here. You're on Twitter, and you showed us this. It's a tweet from Mr. Mark Potter. For some strange reason, he has the Turtle Talk Live account blocked. I don't know. Maybe Toy News offends him. Who knows? But you responded to him, and I'm able to pull this from it. Basically, when you buy 2 sets and then shipping says sending 2 and you only get 1 set, absolutely devastated, as one was for my friend, my good buddy, so-and-so, but he has obviously tagged NECA Toys and the NECA customer service department, 2 separate accounts. This is the one you need if you have an issue with them sending anything from their store. Please help me out. So upset. I live in the UK and I'm very disappointed and angry when I should be happy. And right there and then I thought, oh, maybe this isn't just an individual case. Maybe something's very, very wrong. And yeah, so with that, let me stop sharing for a second. Now, I got mine later in the day more than Pietro. Pietro's turned up before mine did. And so when Pietro told me about his case, I was like, oh man, that's shit. That really is shit. And then it was later on in the day that he showed me this guy's. And this one made me think, okay, something is very, very wrong here. Especially because that's not the only thing that happened. See, now I ordered 1. How the fuck did I get 2? Putting it out there now. Probably the only person that's going to admit this, okay, because it's gone beyond just getting lucky. Just keep quiet and flip it. It's gone beyond that now. There's clearly a big issue. And right now I'm holding the proof that there is something very, very wrong with the UK order. Okay. This ain't just a simple, NECA, I didn't get my order. Send us another one. No, something was legitimately wrong. And in my hands right now, you are seeing the proof of that. Why did I get 2 when I ordered 1? Both of them were addressed to me, which is what I was hoping weren't the case. I was hoping, no, maybe the mailman made a mistake and put someone else's order next to mine. I don't know. But yeah, so right there is evidence that something is very wrong. Very, very wrong. And no, haven't spotted any other cases of missing accessory packs.
Yeah, the one with the sewer layer.
Yeah.
Diorama.
Yeah. But I did start asking around. I know you did as well, Pietro. And one person said that when it came to their dioramas, their cartoon dioramas, that they had a similar issue with that in terms of they ordered 2 as per household max, and only 1 was shipped. And that they themselves had put forward their query, their complaint, their what the hell's going on, to NECA's customer service department, still waiting to hear back. Now, as obviously we have connection with Blaine, I hit him up. I said, look, dude, I just want to bring this to your attention. Something's gone on. There's been cases of people who ordered 2 getting 1 here in the UK. And even though it sounds a bit sus, proof is in the pudding when I'm getting 2 when I only ordered 1. So something very wrong has gone overall. This is a massive issue all round. This isn't just a couple of, just one-off case. And he came back and said, thanks for letting me know. Can I pass this on? And all the screenshots, I showed him the 2 boxes I had. I showed him my order, showing that I only ordered 1, over to my office and my bosses. And I hit them up on Facebook, told them that way as well. Because it wasn't just about, oh, what do I do with it? Do I flip it? Don't know. No. It's that cool. I can't morally sit here with the evidence that something is very wrong and do nothing. And I'll probably be the only person that will actually do this. And understandable. If you get an extra 1, oh, of course, score. Let me flip it. I'm not going to say I used to do anything. You do you. But I just can't myself when I'm sitting on it. So we haven't heard anything back yet. You haven't heard anything back yet, Pietro, have you?
Nothing at all.
And from what we've seen, I don't know if Mr. Mark Potter has heard anything back, but we're still waiting. But we're presenting them all the evidence. So this is just us gathering as much as we can. So we're keeping an eye out for other cases that pop up if anyone else has had a similar situation. But yeah, when people have ordered 2 and only getting 1, and suddenly I'm getting 2 when I only ordered 1. I don't know what's gone on there. What they may do, it'll be their best case scenario. Our worst case scenario is they charge me for that 1 and refund those who didn't get their second. It's the easiest solution for them, okay, rather than send it back. It's not the ideal solution for them. They obviously want them to send out their ones, but I don't know whether they'll actually have them. It's something we may have to just deal with on the time whenever they do respond, but pretty much going to try and make sure this doesn't happen again. This is why we're making a big deal of it now. So yeah, what are your thoughts on it, Pietro, overall? Just obviously, I know you don't want a refund, do you? Ideally.
No, I don't want a refund, of course. I bought 2 because I want 2 sets. So the worst case is not getting money, but I think I'm gonna get my money back at least. Yeah. I believe. But yeah, it's not what I want. So let's see.
Yeah, that's it. We'll have to just wait and see now. I haven't heard anything back from Blaine yet. He is aware of the situation. So we have that edge. We have obviously finally getting in touch with NECA themselves. On their customer service, Pietro's emailed them. I've contacted them on Facebook, and Blaine is aware and he's passing on the information. So 3 different fronts of them in the know, whether they address it publicly or if, depending on if anyone else has reported any cases to them. But we certainly have on our end, and that's the most we can do. We're just trying to bring awareness to it. Tom, what are your thoughts on all of this? If you have any...
I mean, stuff like this happens. They've had a lot of bad stuff like this recently, and they need to get out ahead of it now, rather than ignoring it. But they should have put something out already saying, we're aware there are issues, we're looking into it. Just that, at least. A bit of good PR is what you need. Yeah,
exactly.
And they always seem to be lacking that lately.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that the US had a few issues with theirs, especially with their cartoon diorama.
Yeah, I didn't really see any with the accessory pack, but with the diet, there seemed to be quite a lot of ordered 2 and got shipped 1, or like when they were coming, like say with the accessory packs together, they'd order like 2 of each and they got 1 of each.
So the only thing I can think of is that something's just glitched in their system and just messed around people's orders. Yeah, I really do think that, because there's no reason why I have 2, both addressed to me, and you guys saw the screenshot of my order. It only says ×1 with being charged by 1. So no idea whatsoever. Because I was expecting someone else's address to be on that second one, because we got some dumbass postmen around here.
Well, I mean, it was Hermes, so
yeah, exactly.
No,
that was literally the first avenue my brain went was it was this Hermes muck up. But no, they haven't at all. So yeah, let me have a look at the chat. So as soon as we know more, obviously I'm assuming if they're contacting and if they start contacting people, the people who put in their contacted them with their problems, we'll hear from them. We're hoping if we hear something, we're going to just let everyone know anyway, so you're in the know. What if anything comes of it, solution wise, or what it is they do if they do address it in any fashion. So let me have a look at the chat. Okay. I'm sorry you didn't get your 2 you paid for. That sucks, Maverick. I'm hoping this isn't a widespread issue. It does sound like NECA are having issues with their distribution. It's a little disappointing they've not put out any statement yet to address it. Not at all. Not whatsoever. I hope you get your missing sets, Turtle Boy Ben. Ben, it's admirable, mate. You're not going to make a profit from the extra set. Well said, well played, sir. No, I mean, that's the thing. I'm not really... The flip profit is... I'm not interested in that. Okay, I could, but, you know, if on the outcome of it, put it this way, if the outcome is they charge me for it, which I'm expecting, then I probably would sell it to get my money back. If they say, no, you just keep hold of it, Ben, you're fine. Without charging me, I will probably then put it out as a giveaway. Just as a, you know, trying to get it out there to someone who hasn't got one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I have no idea. That's why I've held back from actually making that decision yet until we find out from NECA what the hell's going on. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Hopefully, mate. Yeah.
That'd be different if there wasn't everyone else having the issues with it at the same time.
This is the thing. If it was just Pietro and I heard not a single solitary peep out of anyone else's, no one else, not at all. And we've got our ears to the ground in pretty much most areas, especially in UK groups. You know, I would have seen if Pietro, if no solution came for his at all, I would have seen, you know, if you wanted it. I mean, still, if you know, if you get your refund and I get charged for it, do you want the second set? I don't know. You know, we have to see how everything plays out. I would like to do a giveaway, but it just depends on the time. I wouldn't have worried about it. I'd be like, oh shit, hopefully we can just focus on Pietro's, make the awareness for him, you know, target, you know, hitting up NECA, Blaine, see what's going on, see what they can do. But now that there's 2 cases, that's not just an individual issue now. There's a bit more to it. And I'm sure there are other cases out there, and I can guarantee you I am not the only one that got 2 when they ordered 1.
Oh.
I won't hear from them, and obviously not. Riley Bob, dang, how is it that NECA is still struggling with distribution? Seems like we're on the tail end of COVID and there aren't exactly a new company. I know. Like the year of COVID last year, the big year where no one knew what was going on. We were all taking it very seriously, as we should have done. All of us became germaphobes, and you know, every government in the world was struggling. I'm not going to, you know, say this government did it better than that. You know, no one knew what the fuck was going on. NECA and retail in our little circle of toys seem to do great. I commend any toy company that you know, basically just kept things going as best they could, as normal as they could, you know, with limited staff, people working from home, you know, their distribution's closing down. I'd honestly, hand on heart, believe they handled it well, especially our online retailers. And I honestly believe I couldn't see a blip of, you know, that NECA that hit speed bump in anything. They put out a lot of product. A lot of product went out for sale. And so from what I could see, overall, people seem to be, apart from just the usual shit that you usually get, oh, my Targets and Walmarts haven't got this, that, and the other. Outside of that, everything seemed to be normal. Except this year, something's changed. Don't know what, but something has changed. So really, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the drama that the UK, the peril that we have faced. And yeah, it may be a nonce issue, but it ain't for us, you know. This is customer service, which is I'm always on the side of the customer on this. And yeah, just it needs addressing, because it isn't something we can just go to the shop and buy, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I honestly don't know. We'll find out what happens soon. But I'm hoping if there are other people watching this right now that have had or heard of similar cases in the UK specifically, to get in touch and to get in touch with NECA's customer service on Twitter, to get in touch with NECA themselves on Facebook, get in touch with us, and then we can pass any more cases on to Blaine, who then can pass it on to his office. And yeah, the more they're made light of it, the better. And then they can hopefully, if not rectify this in the way we want, if it's the way we see it going, which is a bunch of refunds and charges, then hopefully this won't happen again. That's kind of the outcome. We may have to throw this one under the bus, but hopefully it won't happen again. So yeah, that's it for the chat. That's all we can do on that front. Exactly, hiccups will happen, but then even the customer service is still struggling. Hobbies shouldn't be this tricky. Guy's got a point. Guy's got a point. Shipping departments suck. Yeah, I know. Kind of gotten used to their shipping. You know, I know that we have to wait ages before we see ours, and that they just randomly start showing up on people's doorsteps in America without even any notifications. Kind of gotten used to that at this point.
Yeah.
But these issues, brand new one on us. Brand new one on us. I'm glad, you know, Toka and Raza didn't go through that same fate. I didn't hear any cases of that happening with the Toka and Raza sets. So, yeah, we'll keep prying and prodding, see if we can get some answers out of them. So yeah, bringing the fight to them. Right, so that covers the main issue. The positives, though, Pietro, the set you did get, how are you enjoying it?
Okay, apart from the bittersweet, you know.
I know. We're trying to put a positive spin on it now.
Yeah, no, everything is great. I mean, I really like the new head sculpts. They're great.
Oh yeah, you got one on there. Yeah, now I love that Raph face, man. I really do. I'm looking at it now. I haven't got a figure in the hand to pop it. They're all in the cabinet, and I don't want to open that.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's
my favorite, probably, with Raph. And yeah, Leo is good, but Mikey, my personal opinion is, I don't know, bad.
I know. The thing is, though,
his expression, okay, is sad, but his eyes are big, right? And they are completely black. So yeah, that expression, like, doesn't really appeal to me.
You are not wrong, sir. Now, what's funny is, I think I may have mentioned this before. I think they did say that the expression from Mikey was meant to replicate that of when he's in April's doorway, looking all sad from the news. Now, he looks a bit resting bitch face, but he doesn't look sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird one. But the other faces are...
But it's my least favorite. Let's say.
Yeah, for me as well.
It's probably because the other one, I have small eyes, right? So you can't really see the missing brown. It's still alright.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think on the color change of the purple on Donnie's headband?
I didn't find that red, to be honest. I didn't try the other bandana. Yeah, now that I have a look, yeah, you can tell it's a bit different.
Which one's which? Turn them forward.
There we go.
Gotcha. So the original was more... Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. I'm just going to try and pop mine. I forgot it's taped down. I'm not even opening that second one.
Probably we need to keep Tony with the split bandana.
Yeah. That's what was annoying, is that those double packs, they never saw UK daylight. We never got them. We're still selling the single ones that had the, the GameStop exclusive ones, or before they changed. But yeah, the double packs, which included those double draped bandanas, never saw them at all. So I'm glad we got them finally, because any minute change or add-on they do with these things, I want it. It's the one line I'm going to go all in for, like proper. There isn't anything I'm going to miss out on it, even if I'm not that hyped about it. I'm still going to get it because I do photography with it, and I need everything at my disposal for it. But yeah, so let me have a look at the old Mikey head. Yeah, you're right. It's a bit. Oh, hi there.
Yeah,
actually, it's a big step in my one. Let me bring that. My webcam's terrible. You can see it right here, where he meets the bandana. There's a big step. And it's hard to tell, I know, but you can kind of see it there, where it's glistening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a. That's a bit annoying, but oh well. I just have to shoot with it elsewhere. Yeah, I can actually see some of the glue. So obviously they've might be able to repair that with a bit of sculpt work. But that's that. These little guys. I mean, I know probably people watching. If you've got this and you, oh, I've already opened mine and played with it. Sorry, this is my first time. These little guys. I'm so glad we got them.
Yeah.
They are good. They are good indeed. Glad the feet are just in one place. They can all
There's
stand.
one can stand out of the 4.
Sorry, no.
There's one of them that can't stand.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, right now you put that to the right now. So a challenge time now. I'm getting them all out. And then we're going to move on to some movie news, because there is some news. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. Oh, okay. I got all 4 to stand, but one of them did rock.
Yeah.
This one. It's rocking
There's
slightly.
one that's as the foot.
He can eat one little nudge and he'll fall over. I think that might be I might have to sand the foot down a little bit. But yeah, he's. You really need a flat surface for that one. Okay, fair enough. It must be a wide spread occurrence. Right, let's have a quick look, and then we're going to move on to some juicy movie news. I hope I'm getting this right. Ioannis, but I'm going to butcher that. I'm so sorry. My SDCC order to Europe from last year was straight out cancelled by NECA after more than 3 months, saying they ran out of stock. So last year was quite bad already. Damn. That was at the Mutagen tour.
Yeah, the Mutagen tour.
Damn. Apologies on 2 fronts there for preemptively not butchering your name, because I would have done. I do apologise, but yeah, that's a shit case. I really apologise on that one. That's sad to hear. Now, hopefully, I don't know what the secondhand market is like for those at the moment. Configuration, even AliExpress is better than NECA for shipment. I'm seeing that, man. The Toon stuff is all over AliExpress right now. Mondo Gecko and what was the other one? Ultimate Foot. Yeah, the AliExpress seems to be the place to be at the moment. I might have to get on that party. There we go. Ryder Bob, Mikey's nunchuck makes up for the bummer face, in my opinion. You're not wrong. I'm glad they included it. I can deal with his resting bitch face with the QC step, because I was tempted to make my own on that one. So I'm glad.
Yeah.
Don't have to. Saves me some work. There we go. Nunchuck hand. I'll definitely be getting my paints out to make the eyes look more like the first versions. Yeah, I might give it a go and all, actually. And also the Alien. What was the Alien San Diego from last year? I can't remember. Was that the glowy one? The one that glue in the dark? A shit that they cancelled it, mate. It really is. I'm tempted to pick up another set of the turtles to display these heads on, but got to think of the shelf space when NECA, they'll be releasing more turtles in the future. Yeah, there's a good chance they're going to re-release all of them again with secret who to use paint schemes and heads. It's a no-brainer. They're going to do it. No worries about the name. Just stupid alias. Fair play. That's all right. Tmnt configuration and Garbage Man. Yes, Garbage Man. I forgot he's another one that's out on AliExpress. Equilibrium DX. Rob, check out NECA's Insta. They have put the boys' product shots up. Yeah, I know. We just had a brief look at them earlier today, mate. They're being found in stores. Unless it's actual official product images. Let me have a look.
Well, they don't look anything like the ones that were found. Let's put it that way.
Oh, really? Okay, this is interesting. Okay, NECA.
I mean, at the same time, like, most of the people that take these photos take them like on a potato rather than an actual camera.
It's true.
In shocking lights and.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. These don't. Let me share this now. Oh yeah, that looks nothing nothing like the images in box. Are you kidding me? God damn. Okay, there's more here. Single jointed knees on her. That's why. That's why they look 10 times better than April's. Now, Starlight looks all right. Starlight, she looks fine. See, that's different already. You see, in the box, and I'll ping it back in a minute, in the box, the laser eye gimmick had sort of a blasty effect. You know, like sort of a flash effect at the base of the two lasers. I don't know. See, her likeness is great in this.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Fabric cape, good. Fabric cape on Homelander looks a bit naff. Looks really bad, actually. Looks really cheap. And the head sculpt here looks good. But the one in box. Okay. Oh, it's, yeah, okay, my bad. There's the flashy thing. I thought that was meant to go on the base of the eyes. No, there's the impact. That's what it is. Doi. Okay, so that is correct.
Looking at that one, now it's hard to tell whether they are actually stood next to each other properly or whether that's photoshopped.
I'm looking at the capes bunched together here. They look like they're touching.
And she looks way too tall.
Yep. Though he is crouched over slightly. I don't know, man.
Slightly, but this is NECA. They're not known for their crazy ab crunches and stuff. So,
You're not wrong there, mate.
like, yeah, you could maybe say that he's lost 1/8 of an inch. Maybe a touch more.
Yeah, she does look way too tall. Regardless, she looks way too tall. See, I don't know what's going on with their scaling at the moment, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, like, they could have got her standing on something so that you've got them both at the same eye level for the shot, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell until you actually see proper side-by-side images, but if that is what it is, then yeah, she's too tall.
So yeah, you look at... Where is it? No, you look at that. And then, where are you? No, don't drop down. One second. Facebook. So my Zoom menu keeps getting in the way. I know you don't see it, but I've got it on my screen. I have to wait for it to go back up again. And if I can get to it here, I have to skip ahead through. Lovely sessions. Thingy boy. There.
I mean, it's just a little difference, but I mean, I know I can notice it.
Unless it is just lighting in the shot. You've got dynamic shoot lighting for the shoot lighting. You know what I mean? For the
Photoshop touched up. Where these are taken by the look of it by some geezer with a potato camera. In, like, I don't know, where is he, in a Target or is he in his hallway, or?
It looks like it's home. Or could be in a Target. I have no idea. But it's definitely just full bore, regular light on it, highlighting zero details on the face, apart from the obvious features. So yeah, it could be just one of those cases where it's the lighting.
Oh.
Yeah. Just,
I mean, the lighting would have to be really bad to make it that bad. But it's until you start seeing them. Because we saw it with Christopher Reeve from Mexico, didn't we? Where it looked shocking.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got it in hand. And I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as it looked.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. One of the heads actually looks like him. You get it in the right light and it looks really like him, you know? So yeah, one of these things where it's just unfortunate in-hand pictures. So wait until people in the community grab their hands on it, toy photographers in particular, and we start seeing some reviews. So now that they're in people's hands and people are starting to find them, keep an eye out on YouTube for potential reviews, because anyone who's a YouTuber that gets these will be desperate to try and get a review up first. That's how it works. It's a race. So let's start sharing on that one. And okay, let's go back to here and go back to here. Now let me have a look. Yep, glow in the dark one from Alien. Right, gotcha. The white inside of Homelander's cape should be stripes on it on the inside as well. Like, come on, don't want to talk badly, but come on. No, that's the thing. We enjoy their product. No beef with them as people, but it's like we can criticize them as a company when they put their product out there. It's our right to criticize it. We have that right. You know, we're consumers. We're giving them our money. We expect a certain quality of product. Especially if they're selling it to us in that way. So we have the right to criticize them always. And, you know, I'm not a NECA simp. I love their product. I love some of the franchises they have in their repertoire, you know, in their arsenal. But something's wrong. I'm going to call it out, and you're dead right to do so. So don't worry about that. See, it does look like a cheap fabric cape, but we all know the issues with them in fabric. No worries, just more content for the third-party tailors, seamstresses, and soft goods creators within the community to knock out a better one. I ordered 2 accessory packs and 2 dioramas, but they haven't shipped yet. Where are you based, my man? Where are you based? So hoping for the best. Are you Europe, America? Let me know. Multiple companies are making the boys figures, and I don't think NECA are leading the way. Not on the boys. I think Mafex are the ones that are going to be doing that. Leading the way. Only my opinion, but I don't think we're going to see a full set of characters before they drop the line. Probably not.
I agree there.
And it'll probably be like 2 years before we see a complete lineup from Mafex. I'm giving them way too much credit. 5.
Yeah, I was going to say. You'll see all the progress in about 3 weeks, but...
Yeah, in Christ. They only just started dropping Infinity War Cap. That's been out for ages. Like, you know, pre-order's been out for that for ages. Riley Bob, Maverick, true, but Mafex Homelander, that looks great, but the price, I know, Mafex, they're high-end company. They're high-end company. So this is obviously, the NECA ones are ideal for those who just want off-the-shelf, you know, regular retail, standard retail price for NECA, $20 to $30 range. And of course, if it does break, you find them on the shelves, you could probably find another one on the shelves. It's going to be annoying. But, you know, it's not like if a Mafex breaks on you and all the pre-orders are sold out on that one. Hungary, you're from Hungary. You're making me hungry. I'm joking. When was the last time you heard that? Cool, man. Hopefully so. Like yourself with configuration who's in Turkey. Hopefully the rest of Europe will start getting them, and hopefully you won't have the same issues we are. Fingers crossed for you. Really am. But if you do, let us know so we can help with the fight. Try and at least make sure this doesn't happen again. Okay, fellows, let's have a look at a couple of things I wanted to touch upon first before we get into it. Where's this? Here we go. This is old news, but I didn't bring it up the last time, and as it's up now, I wanted to show you, for anyone who's excited as I am, this here is the listing for the Cobra Kai Tmnt 2-packs. We only spoke about it last time, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of streams ago. But yeah, no official images yet. Can't wait for them. But yes, we have the 2-pack of Leonardo versus Miguel, Raphael versus John Kreese, Michelangelo versus Danny LaRusso, and Donatello versus Johnny Lawrence. Personally, I would have put Johnny Lawrence versus Raphael, Leonardo versus LaRusso, Donatello versus Kreese, and who did I put? Raphael and Michelangelo versus Miguel. Personally, that's how I would have done them. But yeah, very interested to see in how these look. So there's a good look at the listing. And here, which is what Tom brought to our attention today from Toy Arc, we have McFarlane on a roll with their Batman stuff, I see. Now, these are not multiverse. These are not DC multiverse. Pulled up the article, found out a little bit more about it. As you can see, these are the Adam West 66 TV show. And just reading on, so first photo has surfaced from the upcoming Batman 66 TV series figures that are coming from McFarlane Toys. Last month, we reported on pre-orders popping up for this line, along with many other DC figures. Yep, they're you seen their Suicide Squad 2 lineup? Good Lord.
Yeah.
God, that King Shark looks terrible. Unlike the current DC Multiverse line of figures, which are 7-inch scale, the new Batman 66 Retro line will be in smaller 6-inch scale, and the photo shows Batman, Robin, the Joker, and the Batmobile. It also appears the photo is giving us our first look at the Batcave. Now, obviously, there's a different articulation scheme. There's a better photo just down here. Okay. So this, when you first posted this up, I honestly thought these were the Mezco 5 points again.
Yeah.
I honestly thought these were them. I had no idea if it's in McFarlane. McFarlane? You're having a laugh. No. But so they are very much completely different articulation scheme, a more basic articulation scheme. I think probably playing on the retro feel, but the Batman, if they're 6-inch, and then, ladies and gentlemen, technically, theoretically, this Batmobile will be 1/12 scale. In theory. And so will this Batcave. So yeah. So I know, Tom. Go on. Sorry, mate. Go for it.
I'm not going to get the figures, but I will pick up probably the Batcave and the Batmobile on the hope that Mezco do a 66 Batman.
That will fit perfectly. I mean, that'll be the best. Mezco need to, man. I'm surprised they haven't. If they're bringing a Keaton one out, I'd only hope that they do the 66 as well. And not just leave it with the 5-point version.
I'm hoping so.
But I'll give him that. The Joker looks pretty all right, the face on it.
I was saying that the Joker is really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not so much Adam West or I forget the guy. Burt
Ward.
Burt Ward, that's it. Burt Ward.
That looks nothing like Burt Ward. It looks like Burt Ward. You know, like if someone went up to Burt Ward and went like that.
Like his grandma at Christmas or something.
Cosplay.
Yeah, it's like cosplay. Yeah, but the Joker looks pretty decent. But
Batman eyes are shocking.
Tell me about it.
The price will be interesting to see, but the Batcave and the Batmobile will have to be bought just for those. The hope that we get a decent 66 Batman at some point.
Yeah, it's a 1/12 scale 66 Batmobile, man. I mean,
yeah.
No, sorry. Let me rephrase. It's a 1/12 scale Batmobile from a live action franchise. It don't come around very often.
No, I mean the only 1/12 Batmobile I've got is from the animated series,
and the only one I've got is from that. I don't even know where it's from, but it's that one that was found in supermarkets that everyone's been customizing the shit out of.
Oh yeah. That's for the 12-inch ones, isn't it?
The Spin Masters, and that isn't even for. Yeah, that's not even for 6 scale, 12 scale figures. They're for the 12-inch ones, which was crazy because the 12 scale figures look perfect in it. A larger figure would make the whole thing look puny. I didn't get that at all. So it's a nice little surprise there. But yeah, so this looks great. I probably, like yourself, would pick up the Batmobile and possibly the Batcave too. As you can see, it's a nice little fold away system they got going there. So you can put it away and hide it from your missus.
Just throw a bit of paint on the rocks to get them looking a bit more realistic. I mean, you could paint that whole thing up and it would look great.
I was thinking that myself, yeah. If you wanted to turn this into a more of a, not the cheesy color scheme for the 66, if you wanted to mod this to try and fit any other sort of Batman version, you probably could. You could probably give all of this a paint job. You probably wouldn't even have to add the stickers. You could probably print out your own decals and easily turn this into a modern Batcave.
Oh, without doubt. But I mean, even if you wanted to keep the retro thing, just repainting it would.
Yeah.
Like repaint columns at the back in like a gunmetal sort of silver color, and just repaint everything with a nice, like repaint the rocks and everything else. You could probably get away with hitting everything else with like a matte spray.
Yeah. Oh yeah, easy.
Plasticky as fuck.
Yeah. You could easily mask off. I'm sure these are just, you know, loose fittings, but this thing at the back here, you could probably, I don't know if it clips in, I'm assuming it does, but this you could easily, this is the kind of thing I love. I look at this and think, oh, the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people will be buying that set.
Oh, yes. See if there's any more to it. I don't think there is. There is no release date or price, but no doubt Todd will probably put this out in the next 5 minutes. He's so damn quick with this shit. But yeah, keep an eye out on your favorite news sites and online retailers, because if it's McFarlane, this will probably be available soon, or available to pre-order soon, or have some more pictures of it very soon. With the rate that they're pumping out their DC universe, their DC multiverse, sorry. But yeah, just fun little things I thought would be cool to bring up. Now, here, we're going to move on to some movie news. Mr. Seth Rogen, you know him, whether you love him or hate him, the 24-hour stoner who's in charge of the new TMNT movie, has dropped this little ditty of a tease for the next TMNT reboot. Now, let me see if I can actually bring up this as a full image. We're going to explore this image a little bit. Not quite. I think it was actually bigger the way before. Let's just shrunk it a little bit. Can you see this okay?
I can see it, but...
Or if is it better on the Twitter feed?
Here is...
Because I'll leave it like this. Okay, so basically he's revealing the release date of the movie being August 11th, 2023, day after my birthday. Thank you very much. And now, obviously, this is because he made a comment lower below here saying, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, August 11th, 2023. Leo takes notes like I used to. Now, this is the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen. You look at this and you think, well, what's this about then? What's this about? And this looks like notes in a school classroom. Okay. So we have some science. This is apparently meant to be Leonardo putting these notes down. Okay, so we've got some science notes, which already then is a red flag. It's like, why the hell is Leonardo learning science? Donnie's meant to be the scientist one. That's just us. We're big TMNT fans. Some people call us gatekeepers. I just call ourselves enthusiastic. All right. Discipline, little sketch note there. Apologize to April. Fun. I used to do this on my school paper all the time too. Jackie Chan's Who Am I? Canister of ooze. Pay attention. I'm guessing this is a sketch of the teacher. Mutations, typos of mutations, duplication, translocation, and deletion. All a bunch of notes. Obviously, TMNT. So yeah, this looks like school notes in a classroom. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about that, especially for some validity to this. We have a quote from Mr. Rogan himself that says, so Seth Rogen says his TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot will focus on the teenage part. Okay. It says Seth Rogen's a busy guy right now and yada, yada, yada. He's stoning, he's smoking weed, he's attacking people on Twitter and he's getting called out for it, yada, yada, yada. Don't cancel him. He's terrified because of his previous work, but TMNT is in his hands. And he spoke to Collider. Remember Collider? That online movie junket that fired everyone 2 years ago and started making deep fakes. Well, they're back at it. Get away from me, ad. And Rogan said the movie will focus on one of its title words more than others. As a lifelong fan of Ninja Turtles, weirdly, the teenage part of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was always the part that stuck out to me the most, Rogan said. As someone who loves teenage movies, I bet you do, mate, and who's made a lot of teenage movies, yeah, you have, and who literally got their start in their entire profession by writing a teenage movie, the idea of kind of honing in on that element was really exciting to us. He added, I mean, no disregarding the rest, but really using that as a kind of jumping off point for the film. What are your thoughts about what you said there?
It makes I guess it's almost how the 2012 series was, you know?
Mm.
Because that really focused on their still being young. So
I've no issues with that part, but what was a little bit of a red flag for me, and because I watched the old Turtle Dens video earlier, and there were some theories floating around that they might try and incorporate high school in it some way. That was a theory floating around.
ugh.
Yeah. Which, and going by this,
It's not the rumor about them mutate to human or something.
oh no, yeah, that was a rumor floating around. I don't know where that rumor originated from about them starting off as human and then mutating, kind of like how Splinter did in the animated series. I don't know where that rumor originated from, but there's nothing in here so that I can see that goes from that. But just look at when Rogan's talking about the teenage part, and then you look at this, which looks like notes you take in a classroom with doodles and this, that, and the other, kind of makes me think, okay, is this Splinter being the teacher? But then down here, if I can pull it up, it goes Mikey, drama, Raph, math, Donnie, which kind of makes me think that these guys are taking classes and he doesn't know where Donnie's at. This is just what I'm getting from this.
If they're in school, then I'm not going to say fully that I'll be out, but it's going to take a lot to get me in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, is it been confirmed that this is a full CGI movie or live action with CGI turtles?
I think it's full CG.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
The CG would need to be absolute kick-ass for me to, because I'm sort of feeling the same way. I'm like, oh, this gives me a bit of a funny feeling of where he's going with this, but at the same time, I'm curious to see how they play out. So, yeah, let me just see. Just looks like some notes regarding the different elements that he's used to spell out Tmnt. Mutation changes at genetics, and yeah, and it's obviously they got Leonardo learning about science. Weird one. So, not honestly sure about that. Let me see what the chat is saying. Let me stop sharing. Okay, let me see what the chat's saying. Just right, never heard that. We'll do Playmates, Tmnt, Cobra Kai 2 packs. As young as Han Solo would say, I got a bad feeling about this. I think you know what you're getting into with them. I think obviously they're going to be one of the two Playmates old school body molds, and curious to see how they make the Cobra Kai look. I personally think they're going to be fun. I might get a set and just keep them in box for a bit of fun, you know, like people do with their old school collections. I'm more curious. You know, there's a part of me that may be disappointed and maybe like, nah, these look trash, but more curious, which is kind of giving me a little bit of, you know, a little bit. I can see them being fun. I need that Keaton one to release already. So do we all, mate. So do we all. Dude, that little kid in me is saying those OG Batman figures look dope. Plus, if they scale with the Batmobile, yeah, man. 6-inch, that Batmobile. Desperate to see the Tmnt versus Cobra Kai figures. Absolutely hilarious. How about Mr. Miyagi versus Shredder? Yes, good idea. Good idea. And who would win in that lineup? Shredder. I'm just going to say it right now, Shredder. I think if Shredder took all of his armor off and just fought Miyagi one-on-one, then you got my curiosity. Loco Lou, I want to see the Hasbro yes. Oh, the Tmnt Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, they're taking a sweet time with those pictures and reveals. Those Batman figs need to come with a cutout with bang, kapow, just like the show. Yeah, I agree. Loco Lou, I'm all in on that crossover line. I want Zords and everything. Yeah. Riley Bob, I was quite interested in Seth Rogen Tmnt movie, but with some of that comments, interviews he's had lately, I'm not so sure. It could be wrong though. It's giving me the, oh, where are you going with this, Rogan? It's giving me that mentality. Still curious, and I'll report on anything news-wise that comes from it. And probably, yeah, we'll go see it and judge it with my own eyeballs. Even if everything looks like it's going to be a fucking shit show, I will still go see it to give a full, honest opinion on it. Just hope. A CGI movie isn't really what I was after in the first place, so I'm kind of half in it, half out anyway. I'm kind of just waiting for that live action version to pop in. That's why I really haven't been invested in the rise of the Tmnt. You know, it's not for me. But you know, the kids are loving it. Good stuff. Maverick 5K, it's no secret that the best Tmnt movie is still 1990 movie. Hail the 1990 movie. We bow to it. Hopefully, they'll learn from the previous movie mistakes and keep it dark. Who knows Bruno's? Who knows Bruno's? Maverick 5K, you nailed it, my dude. This one doesn't look too dark at all. I know, we only seen the light and fluffy high school side of this thing now. So we shall see, and that is a chat call up. So, how are you feeling about it, Tim Pietro?
I don't know. I just wait to see more.
So we can do at this point, innit? Just wait and see what comes more from it. But we'll keep our ears to the ground, and as soon as we know, you'll know.
Right now, it doesn't look good to me, but yeah.
I think what will do it for me is the animation. I want to see the renders of the animation, how the design's going to look, and I think that will give me a better date basis to judge it on.
A good design, yeah.
Yeah. Now, from live action to the paper floppy medium of the comic book, before we get into this ditty, I do want to bring up this because they have just released this. Let me share. Bit of fun. But we have the official synopsis of issue 4 of The Last Ronin up on IDW. And it reads, with a few key allies, the Ronin takes on the greatest risk yet to infiltrate Baxter Stockman's Tech Island. What happened many years ago to set the Ronin on this quest for vengeance? Find out in this action-packed penultimate issue. That's right, we're 2 away from it ending. 1 away from the final book. So yeah, I'm not sure. This sounds good. Doesn't give anything away really. It's just this is the story. It's Ronin. He's going to kick some ass. Going from that, let me stop sharing. Okay, now, gentlemen, it's time. Now, we're going to give our overall thoughts on the book, and then we're going to get into the details. So if you haven't read this yet, then we'll let you know on a spoiler alert warning. If you don't want to know anything anyway right now, then spoilers. But yeah, gentlemen, thoughts on the book, issue 3 of The Last Ronin.
It's hard to put into words. I want to say disappointing, but that's like too much.
Yeah.
Just not as good as I hoped. But I'll say it again, I think it's the filler issue that I was expecting. Right, they've tried to do so much story so far in the first 2 issues that it kind of needed breaking down. And take your foot off the gas a little bit and explain a bit more, go a bit more into it. And I think that's what they've done here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just that the first 2 issues were so action-packed that I think the way they dealt with Leo and Casey was just a bit...
Yeah, really... There's not much happening. Like,
I kind of agree with you. I personally think that they could have made this 6 issues because I would have liked to a lot more in that flashback part, not just regarding not Leo and Casey particularly, but overall, I just think it could have definitely used a bit more of a breather than we got from. Again, I felt this one was really action packed. A lot went on. And I think they could have a 6. It would have benefited from a 6th issue to really just give us a bit more in terms of the explaining a bit more diving into the characters of the flashback stuff and what they're dealing with at that time period. We obviously know pretty much from the first and second issue what Mikey's plan is with April. Get a little bit more into that, but we kind of already know where they're going with this. But obviously, we're all curious as to what the hell happened back in, back then to how all the brothers and Splinter died. And I do think this could have benefited from another issue, just going a bit more into the character side of things, a bit more dialogue rather than just a ton of action, because I felt they cut out quite there's a bit that they missed, and I was hoping that we would have gotten that bit, and they didn't give us that bit, and I was kind of like, I want that bit. But yeah, so I'm the same as you. I think the word that best describes what I wanted to a little bit disappointed was it was okay. It's an okay issue. It's an okay issue. Definitely the weakest of the three so far for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully it picks up in 4 and 5. But yeah. The art, the main artwork is great again. Not knocking that in the slightest. I didn't notice any issues with the facial expressions, like from the last issue where they're just having a conversation, but April looks like she's yelling.
No, you're right there.
Everyone with a book. Me too, then.
Yes, let's have it's book time now. Gather around, children. But yeah, I enjoyed the art. The art's killing it in the main part. Obviously, Kevin Eastman does throwing his 2 cents in there as well, which kind of was a bit jarring, as you can see, going from one artwork straight to the next.
That's because there's technically 3 art styles in the whole book.
Yeah.
Because you got the guy doing the modern day stuff.
Yeah.
Guy doing the flashback stuff. And they you can tell they're different artists, but they still kind of blend.
Yeah,
and it's got Kevin Eastman.
Yeah, that's the thing. The flashback and the modern day, the artist doing the flashback and the modern day, that's a nice transition. It's not too jarring on the eyes going from one to the other, but you can tell it's a difference. And you go straight to Kevin Eastman, and it's kind of like, whoa, fuck. It just pulls you right out of it a little bit for me, personally. Just because it's obviously just black and white, there's a lot going on. It's hard to pick up all the details when the background and the foreground sort of just blend together.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I mean, I see why they're doing it in a way, because they're kind of trying to tie it into the Mirage story.
Yeah, I get that.
Flashing back to that look, but it does take me out of the story somewhat.
Yeah, a little bit. I agree. What about anything more, Pietro, you want to add before we get into spoilers?
Sometimes I got a bit confused. I don't know, like the story. But I don't remember right now where. But yeah, I mean, the book is fine. It could be better.
That's a good word that you were looking for, Tom. I said the book is okay. Pietro said it's fine.
Yeah. That's basically it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not disappointed because it was a good read. It's just not up to the standard of the first 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But the middle issue out of 5, it's like on a sitcom. Normally, middle of the season, you'll end up with like a flashback episode or something because they didn't have enough ideas to do the whole series.
Yeah.
It's almost like that.
Yeah. Comparing the way Raph dies in the second one.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I know what you mean.
The same,
We'll get into that a bit more. Spoilers in spoilers. I feel what you mean. I think for me, for such a short series of 5 books, I wasn't expecting any filler at all. I'd have thought you got such a compact series of 5. Every issue should be slapping. Literally should just be a slap. And yeah, it was just didn't reach that for me. I didn't get the slap like I did with the second issue.
Yeah,
the second issue is still bloody. Oh, I love that second issue. I didn't notice any Easter eggs. To be honest, I'm never looking for Easter eggs. I'm just admiring the art and what's going on in the story. Did you guys notice any Easter eggs?
I didn't in this one, but then I've only read it twice. It normally takes me 3 or 4 reads to pick up on little things. I'm sure there's a few in there,
Yeah.
but I haven't spotted as yet.
Apart from the obvious one, like Blicker Street, but this is obvious, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And the part wagon at the end, but
No.
But I think my two biggest issues with the whole thing were, well, three technically, but they're kind of going into like discussing the book. But the Fugitoid tease from issue 2 wasn't paid off.
yeah.
No.
I was expecting something about it, yeah.
We're still waiting for that payoff almost, you know. They kind of just let it drag a little bit longer.
Yeah. And you just kind of ended up getting the Fugitoid's backstory mingled in with Leo and Casey, which I then think made it too much.
Yeah, I agree.
Took the emphasis off their deaths.
Yeah. Spoilers now, obviously. It's pretty obvious from the cover.
Yeah. This
Pretty
is
obvious.
At the minute we're talking about stuff that's was going to happen.
Yeah. But just so we can get into it a bit more without tread on eggshells, this is the spoiler warning. If you haven't read it and don't want to be spoiled, or if you don't care, stick around, wave away. If you are on your way out because you don't want to hear spoilers, please hit that like button. Really appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by. If you're sticking around, grab a cup of tea, grab a drink, and we're going to get into it now. Now, before we do you like my t-shirt?
Very nice.
Eastman Club.
It's your design.
No, I wish, mate. It's mine. My name's Kevin Eastman, and I design this. Yeah, no, it's from his fan club. I just saw it in his merch store, and I picked it up. But yeah, so I'd show it off. But yeah, so spoilers alert. Yeah, Leo and Casey die, and not very spectacularly.
No, very spectacular. Yeah,
not at all. I mean,
we
that
needed something like rough.
No, it was like 1 minute they were there, next minute they weren't. They went into action, and then bang, explosion. That's it.
And the third biggie for me in the whole book, the first issue ended up with the big cliffhanger that you found out with Michelangelo.
Yep.
The second book, the Fugitoid's head is there.
Mm-hmm.
The third book, April's built a van.
I know. It didn't have that panache. You know,
no. Fortunately, the way it's laid out, where you've got that page,
yeah,
you then see the cover for issue 4, and that got me more excited for issue 4 than that.
This just looks like I don't know, something that fucking, which I guess is probably an inspiration, something that Frank Miller would design for a Batman book.
Yeah.
That way.
It looks a bit like the rise of the TMNT van. Yeah. It's a mixed, something like Batman.
So I mean, it shows that they are pulling inspiration from everywhere, you know.
Yeah. So we got a battle van at the ready, which will probably get taken out very quickly. I can see that happening. But for me, the big thing that was missing for me is they really did not at all. Well, there's two. I've got a few, but the main two I'm going to focus on. I kind of like it, and I'm a man of continuity. I like my continuity. So when I see flashback turtles dressed in a certain way in issue 2, I'm like, cool, these look great. Even if I didn't, I'm like, okay, they're there. That's how they look. And then they completely change outfit again in issue 3 for their flashbacks. I'm aware they have different clothes, but Leo's outfit looks completely different than he did in issue 2. And I guess
I'm thinking that is meant to show the passage of time. It's not that Raph didn't die last week.
No, yeah. And that brings me to my second point, is where you're dead right. That obviously shows that a lot of time has passed because they didn't address absolutely whatsoever how the turtles felt about Raph's death. They didn't touch upon that at all. They just sort of glossed over it. So like, all right, he's dead, time jump, we're doing this now. I would have loved a bit of emotion from them, a bit of, them going, fuck, our brother's dead. Are you kidding me? The loss of the brother. I wanted to feel that in the book because that's something we never not had. I've not had, not seen that. And, they've never had a loss before that I know of. If they have, please correct me. But I would like to see them dealing with his death and finding out that he died, and Splinter's recovery. That's why I think an extra issue, just slowing things down a little bit, with a big slapping cliffhanger at the end, would have been.
I mean, they came close in the IDW with stuff that you haven't read yet in the IDW.
Yeah, I'm still reading my way through that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll get to a point where you're like, oh fuck, in that book, but it's quite a way in.
Yeah. And then of course they really didn't give you much chance for April to sort of realise that Casey was gone. They sort of just jumped into the action and bang, explosion. Donnie and Splinter have gone off to Japan because Shredder's grandson has ordered a truce. They're going there to negotiate the truce, and of course you got Fugitoid. Again, they didn't really explore much of the way of that. They just tried to interweave it into the backstory, and of course didn't really give April a chance to come to terms with that Casey was gone, or Leo. You know, they kind of just rushed that whole thing. For me personally, I feel that whole thing felt rushed. All of that.
I'd like to know how much time actually passed.
Yeah, I would like that as well.
What I quite like that is like you can see that there's been, like if you see Splinter in like this panel here, and he's looking proper like scarred, and
yeah,
you can tell they've been through some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a sense of a time jump would have been great in terms of the flashback stuff. Let's have a look at,
because I'm trying to remember issue 2, but you didn't find out how old Heroes was when Karoi and Raph fought.
Yeah, exactly. Just little details like that can really help, like sell the narrative of the story. Just, you know, it's a character development, it's character arc. Obviously, we know them, but we'll get any character, as long as you've known them, can still be developed further. And you know, just giving us a little indication of that, we can get an idea of where they are now, and rather than just being a bit more, you throw us right into it. It's like, okay, Raph died in the last one. How much time has passed? You're not even speaking about it. What's going on? Just a little bit. It would have flowed a bit nicer. I don't know.
I mean, there's so many little things in it that I do enjoy. Like the fact it's not just the the 3 turtles now, obviously.
Yeah.
They've got a proper crew of people. Like the clan has grown. Because there must be, I assume in their 30s at this point, say. Like it must be a good 20 years since, say, the Mirage stories. And you get that growth of the Hamata-Yoshi clan has grown, and they've got quite like dozens of humans down there with them now. Yeah.
They haven't moved fully on to the robot versions yet. No, they've only got a little squadron of robots, but they're still using the humans. And it was good. I mean, I did enjoy seeing Leo slicing and dicing some fools, you know, even though it's brief. But as one of the part of the second issue I loved was just seeing the no holds barred rage of, you know, just blood is going to be spilled, and Leo was doing the same. But I agree. I would like to have known just, you know, the growth of or where the Foot Clan are now, a bit more into Karai. About how, you know, I don't mind all of that. I think a 6th issue would have benefited a lot. Spread it out a bit more. And it's an even number.
There's a lot of pages here that could have been to give Casey and Leo a better send off.
Yeah. Way too quick. Let me just quickly catch up with the chat. Okay, Loco Loot, I want to too. I'll give it a shot regardless. Who knows? Could surprise us all. That's in terms of the movie. What are the chances we rip NECA a new one again on that Danny figure? Probably happen when we actually get them in hand, so that we have something we can actually base it on, you know, actual in-hand perspective of it. And then we can probably go to town, because I'm still not forgiving them for that at all. And NECA gives us a proper size Danny. Probably won't get a proper size Danny. I can't see him doing that. We might get a different version in a different t-shirt. Who knows? Because then we'll have to redo the first one. I honestly can't see him doing a new Danny on a different buck.
That'd be an easy custom. If you get the mark and you pop the buck off and you pop the feet off, and then do the same with Danny and just pop the Marty legs.
There's only one issue I can see with that, is if they've made Danny's torso too small. If it's on the John Connor body, the torso might actually be way too small for those legs. That's the only problem. I'm thinking the exact same thing. And I won't know until I get it in hand if the torso is going to work on a set of bit longer legs.
Or the arms. The arms maybe are short.
And what I'm thinking about giving him a whole new torso entirely as well, just in different t-shirt. Unfortunately, the IDW main comic was already too slow. They seem to be carrying on the tradition on The Last Ronin. I'm only a smidge into it. I'm only on volume 3 or 4. So I've got no frame of reference in that. So far, it's great. So if it does slow down, it wouldn't surprise me, as it's been going on for so long. But here we go. I'm waiting to see Danny in hand before I'm getting overly concerned. Fair enough. Like, I think that the issue is just filler to push the story to the last 2. So hyped to see how it ends. Looks like, but I just wish for a 5-issue arc we weren't going to get any filler. As I said before, each issue should have just slapped, because it's a big story, and I think it could have benefited from a 6th issue. Last Ronin looks good and sounds like a sweet book. I'm waiting for the full collection to come out before I dive in. Hopefully you've dived out before we spoil anything for you. Or if you're aware of what goes on, then yeah, I know a lot of people that are just saving it up to read it all in one go. It's fair enough.
I don't mind people doing that, but you can't then be annoyed if you get it spoiled.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of people, in fairness, I know a lot of people do that, and they're not fussed if they get spoilers.
No.
You might know bits that happen, but it's not going to spoil your reading of the book.
Yeah, I agree. It's a bit like I wouldn't know. It's different from a TV show, but in terms of people saving it up to binge watch in one go whilst it's coming out week by week, and yeah, you got to expect for it to get spoiled at some point down the line if you're saving it up. Maverick 5 UK, Tom nailed it. You go into these comics knowing that these turtles are going to die. You want it to be something worthy, and the way that Leo and Casey got taken out was really disappointing. Agreed. I get it, but it's not the right size for me already, since there's a conversation between the two of them regarding the Danny. Maverick 5 UK, if they had Leo and Casey fighting to their last breath against the barrage of foot soldiers, it would have changed the whole issue 100%.
Yep.
That's how Raph went. He went to his last fighting breath. Being vaporized by an explosion the moment they dived into battle that weren't it.
But then, I mean, maybe one way they're trying to differentiate it, so it's not they all died the same way, but
I can see that. Yeah,
could have done it better.
I can see
even
that.
if you had a couple of scenes, like the building could have exploded, and they could have focused in on maybe like Leo trying to save Casey, and then in the end, he just couldn't, and they both died. You know,
yeah, like rubble
just
collapsed on them,
struggle or something.
Yeah. That would have been a much better way, you know, if they're going to go with the route of changing it up, for sure. Much better ways of doing it. Or have one of them get killed and then the other one fight to death. But I like the idea of Leo trying to save Casey and not being able to do it because he's too badly injured, or they're just in a surrounding area where they just can't escape from quick enough, and they both just come to their demise.
Yeah,
and just let themselves die.
Right.
But not
in 2 pages. That's all you needed.
All you needed. And Leo wouldn't let Casey die alone, and they both just, you know, that is powerful. So when you know you're going to go, but you won't let if you can't leave someone behind, and you stay there with them to the end, knowing that you're going to go as well.
Leo is perfect for that role.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That would have been an emotional slap that we needed. Like,
rolled over there, realised Casey was dead, and then just it would have still been something. And ultimately, we got nothing.
No, I agree, mate. Maverick 5UK, Baxter Stockman had a big Kahuna Burger t-shirt on, which is a Pulp Fiction reference Easter egg.
Indeed.
But no TMNT Easter eggs that I picked up on. Good shout. Good shout indeed. Ryder Bob, I know Super 7 is doing an updated Playmates figures, but if they wanted to do to absolutely crush it, they should do Last Ronin figures. They would crush the detail and keep that comic style with the sculpt. I don't know if anyone's got the Last Ronin. They've done Mirage stuff, but I don't know if anyone's got IDW.
I know you've been talking, but you don't know, do you?
No, I agree. Hopefully one of the companies does it.
You know what I really want now? Is after slating the Mezco Turtles for so long, saying, fucking Mezco Turtles are going to be shit. What I want is for them to do a set of Last Ronin figures where you've got all of in their different looks from the book. So Mikey is the Last Ronin, you'd have Raph in like the battle gear that he died in, and Leo looking like this. And
I agree, man.
Cool.
It'll be fabric, and they'll be amazing. I could see them doing that. Awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think fabric would be the way to go. Maverick's Last Ronin killed it. Kind of showed you that I would like fabric. If we get a NECA versions in sculpt, I'll take them anyway. But yeah, I agree with that. Mezco would smash it if they were able to get them for sure. Yeah, that'd be nice. Still no teaser on. Hopefully we see something at San Diego, which we're on the road to. When is San Diego normally? It's normally in July, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a month-ish.
That's why some of the toy news is starting to slow down a bit.
Yeah. So saving it for that. Apart from Hasbro, they're just
vomit stuff out continuously.
They'll have all the shit that they'll put out now and until then, and then they'll have a ton more shit to put out at the time.
Fucking Amsterdam street window. Always stuff on show
at all times of the day. Riley Rob, yeah, I'm not worried. I've smoked enough of the devil's lettuce in my day. By the time I get around to reading it, it will be a new story. I love it. Just an instant reset of the memory. Brilliant. Devil's lettuce. Nice. I haven't heard that called before. Maverick 5 UK, other than The Last Ronin, I'm not a big reader of TMNT comics. Are other comic series as dark as this with the TMNT killing people? Sorry, mate, go on.
The Mirage stuff was dark. Especially the first issues of the Mirage. It kind of lightened up a bit as it went on, but the first issue, if you read issue 1 of it, you'll be shocked that from that you got the 1990 movie and the 87 cartoon, 88 cartoon from this book.
Yeah, for sure, mate, for sure. The IDW stuff isn't as dark as them killing people, but it's pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. I do like what they do with it quite a lot. They, it's moody. That's the best way to describe it for me. It's moody. It's light-hearted in places. It gets really moody in other places, and that was like, oh, that's cool for me, But then obviously it's nice seeing them, slice and dice some falls in Last Ronin. But if they stick with just the Last Ronin doing that, I'm happy because you're kind of fulfilling your needs across the board, no matter what you read. But yeah, IDW stuff is worth reading. So far from what I'm reading, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. End of July. Okay, so a couple of months, but you will start seeing it slow down. Riley Rob, have you guys seen Griff with a gift on Instagram or Twitter? He's been making custom Last Ronin figures. I have. Is he the one that just recently did the Leo as well? I saw that on the Turtles.
That Griffin geezer on the TMNT groups.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw his work actually. Yeah, his Last Ronin came out really good. And if he's the one that's done the Leo too, yeah, that Leo looked good. He's literally from issue 3. His look. IDW is still ready, still really good up until issue 100 when Waltz leaves. Oh, he left, did he? Okay. Oh, the writing duties. Gotcha. Okay. I'm not sure if I've got up to. No, I don't think I have. I'd say I'm on volume 3 of the hardbacks. I think I've got volume 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got the fourth one ready. So yeah, I picked up the issues recently where Toka and Raza have come into it. So I'm interested to get to that point. It'll be a while. Yeah, that's a dude. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I did actually. I haven't got a picture pulled up. I'm not sure if I can. Let me see if I can quickly find it. Kill that. Cool. So hopefully by next issue we will find out what happened to Donnie and Splinter.
Hopefully it's a little bit of a more poignant send-off.
With a little bit of emotion to it, you know. Keeps going. That'll be nice. It'll be nice. And no idea how it's...
If it carries on with this progression, they'll just be walking through the forest and a piano will drop on them. And then the future, and that'll be it.
I know, right? I know. I really am hoping that it ends well. You know, okay, if we get a little bit of a speed bump in the middle, that's fine, so long as it ends well. You know.
Yeah, I think if they'd have just given it the extra 2 pages for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reading through it, there's plenty of pages they could have missed.
Mm.
The whole bloody hero swinging through the city adds nothing to the story.
Oh, that beginning part. Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck was going on there. Just him, like, just bigging himself up, talking his shit. And
like,
no.
Yeah, when he's like doing his like little city run through.
Yeah,
it's kind of trying to show his insanity a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like he's a bad guy. I don't need to relate to the guy or anything. You know, you're right. All of that could have been missed, or just covered in 1 page.
Yeah,
you know.
But I don't need to see that he's insane. I'd quite like for him to be sane, because at least then it shows he believes in his mission.
Yeah.
If he's insane, he's just doing it because he's insane. It kind of takes a little something away from it. But even if they want to do that, they could have done that in 1 page. Or over a few pages, because he's in the book quite a lot, but just a few subtle hints in the panels to show that, you know, rather than a 3-page spread of him being crazy and killing the time from Casey and Leo.
Yeah,
I think they should have concentrated more on that this issue.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just had one page of him brooding over the city with a little bit of dialogue, you know, just to, like you say, like little tidbits of his insanity kicking in, and then go all out at the end or something. But if he believes in what he's doing, it does make for a relatable villain. Like, that's why Thanos was the best villain that Marvel ever did, and the best villain we've seen in a movie, regardless, for a while, is because on some small level, as bad as it is of his execution, he's not exactly wrong. His plan would work. It's just a barbaric way of doing things. That's kind of why he was such a compelling villain, you know.
It's realistically what you know needs to be done, because it's the only way to fix the issues, but you can't do that because it's insane.
No, that's just, there's no way of relating to it then.
A sane person doing an insane thing is more believable than an insane person doing an insane thing, if that makes any sense. But we'll see how they deal with him later on. I think it would have been more fun to do a slow progression into his insanity and maybe reveal it in the 5th book that he's just completely fucking lunatic.
Yeah, they could have had some fun with that.
But at the end of the day, I'm not a comic book writer, so these guys know what they're doing. In theory.
In theory, I know. You know, there are some people that know how to tell a story better than others. I
will say it's easier to pick through what you could have improved rather than having to write it all from scratch.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking anything away from the writers and everything like that. It's done really well. It's just, I think one more pass could have just maybe ironed it out.
I agree with you, mate. I agree with. I'm still trying to find this guy's Instagram. Yeah. I just well. Before, let me try and see if I can find this dude's work. Here we go. I found it. But before we do that, I did pull up this, and it is nice to see. And I'll share with you now. That regardless, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of how we feel or how the majority, it's nice to know that it is #1 in the comic selling charts right now. And I think every issue has been on its release. It's from Kevin Eastman himself. And don't get me wrong, with modern day comic books, the bar isn't set very high. But still, I like the fact that Tmnt is kicking ass.
I will say that Batman Fortnite book is actually quite good.
Oh, is it? Okay. Is that Fortnite based on the game?
Yeah. He gets sucked into the Fortnite world, but
that could be fun. Fair play.
Issue 3 is him fighting Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
And they've just come out and said that, in theory, Snake Eyes is meant to be as level of fighting skill as Batman in terms of how skilled he is.
It's interesting, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I might actually check that out.
It's a decent book. It's not like the best book you're ever going to read in your life, but...
No, but as long as no one's lecturing me in it, and, you know, it's fine. I like, just give me some fun entertainment, man. Give me something to just put a smile on my face. So that's cool.
Got codes in it for Fortnite stuff.
Oh, like, wicked. Okay, so that's just cool.
The kids can use.
Yeah.
I fucking played Fortnite once and nearly threw the TV out the window. Fucking painful.
I can't. I do that when I'm playing Mario Kart on my Switch. It's just like, yeah, you bastard.
Oh, Mario Kart's awesome, though.
Yeah, it's great. I love watching YouTube streams of people playing it, and they're just cussing each other out. Then they've got all of them to one side, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And especially when the gameplay you're watching is someone that's actually pretty decent or really bad.
Mate, I'll set up a webcam when we play Mario Party, and honestly, you've never heard a 10-year-old swear at a computer like you have with my son when he's playing Mario Party.
Mario Party.
I told you before.
I know. To be honest, I really wish now that we know that the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is coming to the Switch, I really wish I hadn't gone for the Switch Lite, because I would love to have streamed gameplay from it. Unfortunately, there's no way of hooking up the Lite to a capture card and to stream it. Obviously, with a regular Switch, you can.
Yeah, I've got the normal Switch. I've got too many bloody consoles in this house now. In
theory, good sir, you could set up because I think it's online, that multiplayer co-op.
I think so, yeah.
So we could do this. Yeah, and I say probably I'm not sure. You could go online. I have to figure out how you do it. When it comes to streaming games, I'm clueless. I'm not a gamer streamer, but I'd like to figure out a way of doing it that if Tom can do it from what he's got, and I can jump in. We both got cameras on, but we're both playing the same game. But he's the host. Then we'll work it out, and we'll see if we can get some live action play. Pietro, do you have his Switch as well?
No, I don't, but I might get it.
Well, I mean, the Lite is 100.
Left out.
Yeah, don't want left out, mate. They're decent. It's the biggest selling console so far. Still,
it is brilliant. I mean, very much. I've got the new Xbox and the new PS5 upstairs, and the PS4 down here. I'll turn the Switch on if I generally want to play anything.
Yeah, same. I've got the old console games on there. It's great. There's a great little ditty. Anywho, let me flick over to here, and this, my friends, is the custom that it was on about. And mainly his Ronin's good. I personally think Mavericks is just no one's topping Mavericks custom on the Ronin. No. This is great though. This is good. He's got the look down. His Leo, on the other hand, the fact that it's straight from the flashback of issue 3 that we've just had, fair play.
It's really the only criticism for me is it is too glossy. They're both
Yeah.
two. But
yeah,
they're, especially Leo's really, for considering the issues only just come out, so they've had to be done really quick.
mm-hmm.
It's really well done.
Yeah. So especially with the fabric too. I think if you hit the flesh areas with matte gloss varnish to dull them down, you won't get as much sheen in the camera light.
It might just be really harsh lighting bouncing off it, but I think it really needs like a proper, and I would say a lacquer matte.
Yeah.
Dull coat, because the lacquer coats are the best for that.
So we are toy photographers, so we're going to judge the lighting and all sorts on it. It's just what we do.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a criticism against the actual custom itself. It's really well done.
Yeah.
I would just as an action figure collector, generally, if I get a figure, I want it to be matte.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a robot or cyborg or something where you've got metal parts and you want them to be shiny.
Yeah, agreed.
I think skin tone should be matte.
Yeah, and this is definitely a good bash at the Last Ronin. I like it. I like the deco. You know, I like the sandals. You know, he did a good job with this. I really do like it. You know, and he's gone for the RAF head, which is the best head to use for the Ronin, in my opinion. And then everyone keeps using Donnie's. I keep seeing so many with Donnie's. I'm like, Donnie's head just doesn't work with it. It's got for me, it's Raf's head. He's done that
best, and I think the Leo head works really well for the Leo that they drew.
Yep, absolutely. So Maverick, if you're still watching, good sir, you know what you got to do now, right?
That's it. The gauntlet is thrown. Like, we want to see a Leonardo, and we need to see it by next Saturday.
Yep, you're on. The clock is ticking, dude. But yeah, this is great. I was amazed at how quick he managed to knock this up, and yeah, the outcome came out well, man. So yeah, hats off to him for sure. Let me have a quick catch up in the old chit chat, and I think we could pretty much call it there, guys. Let's have a look. The writing, yeah, that's a dude. Yeah. What if Splinter isn't dead? Mikey is only talking to the turtles in his head and not Splinter. Yeah, maybe. Excellent customs by Griff. As soon as I saw Leo in the issue, I wanted to make a custom of Griff. Nailed it. So there we are. He's inspired. Mr. Maverick is inspired. Excellent. I think that will wrap it up there, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the news I've got to cover. And yeah, I'm gagging for a cup of tea as well. So I don't want to keep the boys too long. Thank you to everyone who's been with us tonight. Appreciate you. If you could hit that like button, if there's anyone else that hasn't, I really appreciate it. If we can get those likes up, it really helps. And yeah, we have, let's do all the little plugs before we end. So Tomo, take it away with the plugs. Where can people find you?
Oh, God, everywhere.
No.
Even more now.
Go on YouTube and go to the Gundam Shed. That's all I care about at the minute.
Yeah. So YouTube, and he does have a Gundam Shed Instagram too. But yeah, the links will be in the description under his user handles. And yeah, give him a sub. Check out the videos he's got on there. Really good stuff. And yeah, it's more and more to come. So, and
new one that should be up next weekend.
Excellent. See, he's grinding out the content, grinding it out, and he's on a roll, and I love it. It's putting a fire in my belly. Riley, Rob, great chat, gentlemen. See you next time. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, it's great having you and great chopping it up with you. Thank you, man. Loco Lou, peace out, guys. Good to catch up and catch you next time. Definitely, mate. Definitely. Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Maverick, great stream, boys. Thank you for kicking ass in the chat as always, man. Appreciate you being here, mate. You're a blessing, absolute blessing. And yeah, Pietro, he's disappeared on us and come back. There we are. So yeah, where can people find you? Let them know.
On Instagram, TotalBoy83. Easy. That's
right
all.
there. Just the one, just the one, and that's in the description as well.
You need to get more.
Yeah, we need to get you set up on YouTube, mate. You need to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the pizza slices and make full commentary. I reckon you'll kick it. I reckon you kill it with the dioramas, mate.
Yeah, I will think about it. If I had space, fixed space to do it, but now it's a bit.
No, I know. Well, that's the thing. When I find personally, you know, I like we were saying last time with the filming of it is, if I'm going to be filming my work as I'm working, I'm only going to do literally small portions, and then if I'm doing one bit, I'll film like 10 seconds of that one bit, so they can see what I'm doing, and then I'll move on to the next, so they get the general idea of what it is I'm doing, and then I'll move on to the next bit. That's if I decide to do that route. Other times I'll do the work, and then I'll turn on the camera and just give a commentary of what I've done so far. And then I'll move on to the next bit and then give a commentary, a bit like how Drip does it as well. Drip does a bit of both. So, you know, and then you just edit it up. All the fun is in the editing, and you can put together something cool, especially with some slides as well. So yeah, I can give you, you know, as I say, just let me know if is something you're interested in doing, mate. And I'll,
Thank you, man.
That's all right, mate. No, of course, I'll be right there with you. But yes, that is it for me. Project Piper Customs, Instagram, Facebook, Turtle Talk Live, Facebook page, and the Twitter. All the links will be in the description. We have our Teespring if you're interested in some Turtle Talk t-shirts. That'd be really great. Help support the channel as well. Link for that is in the description. And yeah, that is it from us. Thank you very much, gentlemen, ladies, all in between. And yeah, we will see you next time. Peace out. Take care.